Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome, dignitaries, and wishing you all a wonderful new year. And welcome to the induction ceremony of the new EC for the term January to June 2024. The theme today is many beginnings and never an end. So let's begin by ending all distractions. Let's put those phones on silent very quickly. Quick announcement. TMC Toastmaster Chetan is the timer here today. He will not be announcing any beginnings, but he will announce the end of all your speeches. So pay attention to him. He will hold up those cards. Now, speaking of beginnings, can you all imagine the day that this club, Mecon, came into existence? We are fortunate enough to have our founding members here today, so they know exactly how it came about. But if I were to just think about it, I would say it's a spark of an idea, a room full of enthusiasts, and a dream of overcoming public speaking fears. So, but as you all know, the dream didn't just stop there. 25 years later, it is going on stronger than ever. It's a new saga of new members, evolving dynamics, and countless applause-worthy moments, right? So given the advent of the new year and that this is the induction ceremony of the new EC, I feel that the theme today is so apt and applies so beautifully to our learnings here at Toastmasters. Now, Toastmasters, the education program here, emphasizes continuous improvement. Members progress through various projects, levels, evaluation, representing the idea of continuous learning for them, right? And it also encourages members to embrace a growth mindset and view challenges as new beginnings in our learning journey. Toastmasters is also not just about communication skills, it's also about developing leadership skills, right? There is no dearth of leadership opportunities in the Toastmaster organization. Each leadership role or project can be considered a new beginning in our own leadership journey. Speaking of many beginnings, now, and to tell us more about the theme and carry it forward, I call upon our MC of the day, Toastmaster Jyothi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi. Ladies and gentlemen, Mecon Limited Bangalore has bestowed us their support for the past quarter of a century. I have the privilege to invite a special person representing the management of Mecon Limited Bangalore to once again exhibit their outgoing support to us. The Chief General Manager of Mecon Limited Bangalore has completed bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra. He started his career at Mecon Limited in 1988 and has steadily risen in the ranks of the company. His contribution and leadership have been remarkable and prestigious of jobs like forged wheel plant, the hot strip mill of Bhushan Steel, the cold rolling mill complex of Bokaro Steel Plant, the hot strip mill of Bhushan Steel Limited in Odisha, construction of commission of second launch pad of Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO at Sriharikota. He has been a professional member of Indian Institute of Engineers, Institute of Metals, Computer Society of India, and has been trained in Germany for design of mechanical equipments. A strong supporter of clear communication both in written and spoken. He has always extended help and support for the requirement of our club. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome the Chief General Manager of Mecon Limited Bangalore, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar. I urge Mr. Kumar to come and speak few words to us.
Thank you and a very happy new year. Happy New Year 2024 to you all. Saying young generation, coming all together meeting at a place, discussing various aspects of professional and I would say general life in totality. It's a wonderful experience for me since last 3 years being associated with you all. And last year also I was here, and I expected a few of my colleagues to join your group, but unfortunately not yet successful. I will try again. And let us see when one guy is definitely there, but today he is not here. I'm not finding it.
Sandeep is on tour.
Sandeep is on tour. So this is what exactly is the problem, because today I am here, the next day somewhere else. So this is the one problem which we face every day. But even then, life being challenged, we have to face it. And I will try that next year 2 or 3 members I am in a position to give you as a support, because finally if you are not able to garner support from various young generation, then in that case this particular movement what you are carrying forward is not going to have the successful mission and all that. So it's important and it's our moral responsibility to give you support in this direction, and we'll do that. Today, unfortunately, I'm not having much time because some important MIS related data is to be forwarded to the management for taking up with the Ministry of Steel. Tomorrow there is a very serious meeting going on. So please excuse me, and thank you very much. I won't be able to contribute much today. Thank you. Sorry. What's up? Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you.
We thank Mr. Kumar for his kind words of support, and I shall hand over to the Sergeant at Arms.
So now to quickly pick up where I left off. Speaking of many beginnings, let me tell you about a person who began in sales, right? And he used his communication ability to train thousands of people in the art of personality development. Now this led to another beginning in his career in education, where he now serves as the president at the Chief School of Education. So a long-term Toastmaster, a stalwart Toastmaster, winner of many speech contests. We all look forward to his opening address week after week. So Toastmasters, with applause and noise, please help me welcome our president, Toastmaster Balaji.
I thought this wouldn't be painful. First, let us actually give a nice round of applause for each one of them who made it here, because you are here for your team, and that in itself is fantastic loyalty towards club. So go ahead, let's clap for every member. I would also love to open this amazing meet one last time in this year. Hopefully I fight my way back. Even before I could go ahead and share what I really want to share, I think we have a few special ones in this room. Every single time I am kind of confused. I don't know what really should be done next. Of course, I get a lot of support within the team. Thankfully, we had an experienced one here at Mecon Communication Club. But one person who always did this proactively, irrespective me being proactive or not, he made sure I was proactive, and that fantastic leader, our area director is here. Let's give a nice round of applause for Mr. Vijay Prabhudevan for coming here and joining us. So please join us for a small token of appreciation. I mean, I never stood out on the streets. I never stood in front of the Ramoji Film City. I never stood in front of all the shooting locations to catch hold of a star, because there is one in-house. I never had to look for power, because this club already has a hydro power plant within. So let us also not take our powerhouse for granted, and let us recognize our very amazing member and the PRM of District 121, DTM Udanka. So, are you all ready for a 10 minutes of emotional talking?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not ready. Someone asked me how was this 6 months, and I just said this 6 months just gave me a close picture into one of the finest organizational setups on this planet. Around a century ago, a person's idea, a person's vision rippled with the snowball effect, and today nooks and corner of the world is talking about it, living in the ecosystem, learning and growing. What a fantastic, magical combination is Toastmasters in itself. Being a part of Toastmaster itself is such an honor, and being a part of Mecon Communication Club is an other honor in itself. Being a part of the Toastmasters fraternity is a fantastic cake, and being a part of Mecon Communication Club is like the cherry on top. Well, being the president of that club, this is not a regular Amma's bakery cake. This is from Theobroma. It's a premium one. What an experience, I must say. 6 months back, when clearly I had Snehal, Gaurav, and a couple others who don't want to be named, or maybe I forgot their names, surrounded me and they're like, do you want to take up a role? I'm like, I want to, but do you trust me? I thought I will listen to a no, but they said yes. I have been consistently inconsistent, how come you trust me? They're like, you might have been consistently inconsistent for meetings, but you have been very consistent in adding value, so I think you should take up a role. And that is how my introduction to this particular role began. I did apply to be the president of Mecon Communication Club with a clear-cut idea that I won't be selected, because we have such amazing leaders, and amidst them who have contributed so much quality, I thought it would be difficult. But when you really want something, like Shah Rukh Khan says, whatever he said. I will give you the English transaction because it's an English platform, not because I don't know good Hindi. When you really want something, a lot of pieces come together and form into a beautiful pie which is ready for you to eat. And that's how this journey began. And I'll be very honest with you, this journey was so comfortable, so easy, only because the systems that were put in place by the people who have been an integral part of Mecon Communication Club for the longest of time. Everywhere you would see, I mean, I'll be honest. Like I told, my role involves leadership. And in the other part, my professional life, I believe one thing. If the leader doesn't move, nothing happens. But in Mecon Communication Club, my perspective was changed. If you assign the roles right, and if people have full clarity on their roles, the leader can literally watch a nice Telugu movie in that time. Salar or Hai Nana, anything. How beautifully were all the roles spread out. Let's start off with our extremely humble, extremely diligent. She's someone who's traveled the world, but when she comes here, she's lifting this particular thing, she's going out there, she's placing everything inside, she again gets it, diligently puts everything up. I thought her job was easy till I actually entered the meeting 45 minutes early one fine evening. Can we all give a nice round of applause for our Sergeant, Toastmaster Lakshmi, for a great job done. She never failed us with snacks. She never failed us with the entire setup in the meeting room. And of course, she also had a great supporting hand, and that was Toastmaster Mamta, another super amazing, humble, diligent associate that Toastmaster Lakshmi had. So I think let's give a nice round of applause to both Toastmaster Lakshmi and Toastmaster Mamta. Every time you talk about issues, what do you think is the biggest issue? Money. Very good. If you have money, if you don't have money, if you moderately have money, end of the day it's an issue. I mean, if you don't have money, it might be a moderate issue, but if you have money, definitely it's a very big issue. And in Mecon, we have these two amazing treasurers, one taking up the role and one the associate, who finally broke a decade-long record. You'll find out who. Surprise, surprise. What an amazing person I got to meet. I thought Toastmaster Sandeep was just the man behind the screen. But when I actually saw him speak in the training program that we had for all the officers, what an amazing speaker. I believe it's not the flamboyance in your language, it's not the pitch, it's not the voice modulation. Something that's very important in speaking is being able to connect to your audience. And your audience being able to resonate with you. And such was the simplicity of Toastmaster Sandeep. He's our inside guy. Anything you want from inside, Sandeep is your go-to guy. And he has done this so diligently even in this term. It was not easy being a treasurer in this term because we didn't just have our regular meetings, we also had a very big event to organize. So a nice round of applause to Toastmasters Sandeep. And of course, we have Toastmaster Sai Snehal, who was Associate Treasurer. I would say namesake. He takes up a lot more roles. There are kings and there are kingmakers. Hello, Snehal. I call him the kingmaker not because he wants to kind of get things done. I call him the kingmaker because he is a leader who kind of owns up and takes up the ownership of everything that comes his way. So I think let's go ahead to this leader and the one who knows what taking up ownership means. A nice round of applause for Sai Snehal. And I know, next up, what do we say about our secretary? Week after week, just one revision that was there in MOM, and I think, is that the best record we have? No? We have better secretaries? 25 years of legacy, right? I have to tell one person who is so diligent. The second she says it'll be done, it'll be done. We all know how good she is with respect to sending out reports, but do we know that her roles were not just playing a crucial role in the club, but also in multiple other levels? Today, Toastmaster Sharanya is also a name in a lot of area contests and division contests for the kind of contribution she does and she gives. So let's go ahead, give a nice round of applause to Toastmaster Sharanya. It was not easy to be the VP PR this time because it was not 2 newsletters, it was 3. Everybody? 3. Fantastic, congratulations. Toastmaster Pavani is that quiet, is that sweet, a person you think is not working, but she is the person who is working at topmost speed. You think follow-ups are difficult? Please ask Pavani how easy she makes. What's difficult with Pavani is the fact that you are being followed up. Till you send that article of yours, she's not going to let you go. And she followed up with the entire club and she gave us 2 fantastic newsletters and another one on the way. Let's give a nice round of applause for Toastmasters. And what do I say about VP membership? He just doesn't do good, he also looks good. He's also smart. He's also a fantastic speaker. You need a leader? Well, there you go. You need a speaker? Well, there you go. You need someone to coordinate? Well, there you go. You need someone to actually set things right? Well, there you go. An amazing all-rounder. The pivotal role that we had to play this particular in this particular 6 months, he didn't just go for 1 renewal, he went for a total of 2 renewals. And let me tell you, today Mecon Communication Club has won the Renewal Rockstar. And well, can we give it up for the Rockstar? And this person, I'm not going to make him feel extremely special because he's already feeling very special. Because this is not my day anymore, it's going to be his day. the one who always gets the background set. You can see a nice, tall, strong building, but this person was the basement and the root to this particular building. We had some amazing contests lined up. We also had an external speaker come in. We had a lot of special sessions. This included a lot of coordination. This included a lot of role takers. Did you see any role taker missing at any given point in time? Such is his diligence. So let's go ahead and give a fantastic round of applause to Toastmaster Ujwal. And look, I know it's like the job of the president to kind of identify his team and the role they have played. But let me tell you, at Mecon Communication Club, there are a lot of leaders, even if they don't have the tag. And that's what makes this club special. Just because you have a tag, you kind of work. If you don't have the tag, you're just going to rest. That's not how this club functions. It's been 25 years and still the kind of intent that DTM K Prabhakara shows, still the kind of intent that DTM U Bhat actually brings in. I mean, I had respect for them, clearly, but it reached a pinnacle when it was the 25th anniversary. That meet was something special for each one of us here. Because 25 years, lot of people come, lot of people go. Very few people see to the end of it. And to see to the end of it is not easy. It's easy to come in and charm, but it's definitely difficult to stay there and perform. And for those performers who are still there, like a guiding light for everybody here at Mecon Communication Club, let's give them both a fantastic round of applause. I'm not going to push it more with the timer because we all know that he's the only unhappy person here. With that, I think I had a thorough, amazing journey here at Mecon. I would have clearly missed out names. I would have clearly missed out some amazing things that we did. With respect to DCP, we did pretty good, our team. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice round of applause. And the next team, we have made your job real easy. And I think I can proudly go and sit back in a side chair that they have given me. They couldn't wait till the meeting ends. In the side chair that I can proudly go sit there saying, Hapada, I didn't do anything great. I just managed greatness for 6 months. And that in itself was a fantastic feeling. Thank you so much. Let me give it back to the person who introduced me, our lovely Sergeant. This is where, as Toastmasters, we gotta learn to go on. What did you learn being a part of Toastmasters? In an event, if a mistake happens, it's okay. That's when the sergeant comes, says, fantastic speech, President, let's call upon the Toastmaster of the day. That's how it goes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, well, I think you need a lot of general evaluation. I will see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Toastmaster of the day. The most energizing, the most amazing, and if you look at her, you just feel so happy because she is just sheer and pure joy. A great person from HR, in fact, the only HR I like. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jyothi.
Thank you, President Balaji. Good evening and a very happy calendar year 2024 to all my fellow Toastmasters, guests and dignitaries present here. Happy New Year. So the prime nature and aim of an individual is to progress in life. And that is possible if we become a learner. For a learner, there is no end, but many beginnings. Many beginnings to learn and unlearn. We begin a new path numerous times to widen our knowledge and wisdom. And these paths lead to more avenues, opens more avenues to elevate us. Here at Mecon Communication Club, each of us have an opportunity to expand our horizons and create many beginnings in the path of creativity, communication, time management, leadership, you name it. As much as you can think, you have opportunities to expand your horizons. The Mecon Communication Club commenced on 27th August 1998. Our club was the first club to evolve as a corporate and community club that we see today. Our members have reached great heights in the Toastmasters fraternity, like Mr. Nagaraj Rao, who became the international director, showcasing the transformative of learning at Toastmasters. We also had our member, and that member is present here, Toastmaster Ajay, who represented the club in Las Vegas and demonstrated the caliber and excellence that we strive for. Leaders and mentors like DTM K Prabhakara and DTM U Bhat relentlessly inspire us to keep the club's torch blazing high. Today we shall celebrate the journey, the milestone achieved in the past 6 months. At the same time, we also welcome the new beginning. We shall wholeheartedly embrace the opportunity to work diligently towards our marked goals in the coming days, months, and years. To take the meeting forward for the highlight of the day, the installation ceremony. It is here the transition of the new beginning, but never that ends, begins. Recognizing the outgoing officers for their accomplishment and inspiring the new incoming officers to fulfill the roles with dedication. And to execute this wonderful ceremony, we have an extraordinary Toastmasters as the installation officer. He is an ERP consultant at Etna Technologies Private Limited. He is an avid book reader and a fitness person. At Toastmaster, he has served as Sergeant at Arms, Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and President. Currently, he is the Area Director of Division B, Area 4, District 121. Let us give a huge round of applause and welcome the installation officer, the charming Toastmaster Vijay Prabhudevan.
Good evening, dignitaries, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters. We have gathered here today for the installation ceremony of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club. It's time for a change of guard in the club. It's my honor to serve as the installation officer and install the incoming club officers for the term January 1st to 2024 through June 30th, 2024. Before I start the installation procedure, may I request the outgoing club officers to rise wherever they are seated as I call out their names. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Lakshmi, Associate Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Mamata, Treasurer Toastmasters Sandeep, Associate Treasurer Toastmaster Soy Snehal Reddy, Secretary Toastmaster Sharanye, Vice President Public Relation Toastmaster Pavani, Vice President Membership Toastmaster Shiv Prasad, Vice President Education Toastmaster Ujwal, President Toastmaster Balaji A S. Dear officers, you have had a successful term and you should be extremely proud for serving the members of the club magnificently in your respective offices. On behalf of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club District 121 and Toastmaster International, I appreciate you for your hard and successful work for this term. To name a few of your achievements, you all celebrated Mecon Communication Club its Silver Jubilee anniversary year, which was grand success. Club conducted humorous speech and table topic contest. VP membership Toastmasters Shiva Prasad added 12 new members, which fetched Fabulous 5 Renewal Rockstar from District 121. VP PR Toastmaster Pavani created 3 new newsletter in this term. As President was saying, we achieved 8 DCP points. We have achieved also 60% of Hall of Fame award, which is the highest award in District 121. I hereby discharge you from all further duties and responsibilities of your respective office. Please give the outgoing officers a round of applause for the wonderful service they have rendered to this club. Please take your seat. As I call the incoming officer name, I request elected officer to walk up to the stage and stand next to me, one by one, starting from Sergeant at Arms to the President. I also request the audience to please withhold applause till the installation ceremony is concluded. Club Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Lata Nahar. Associate Club Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Apurva. Club Treasurer Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy. Associate Club Treasurer Toastmaster Sandeep. On behalf of Sandeep, anyone can come and stand here. Club Secretary Toastmaster Lakshmi Chandrasekhar. Associate Club Secretary Toastmaster Mazabin Akhtar. Club Vice President Public Relation Toastmaster Sindhu Sri. Club Vice President Membership Toastmaster Sharanye Prasad. Associate Club Vice President Membership Toastmaster Pavani. Club Vice President Education Toastmaster Shiv Prasad Sharma. Club President Toastmaster Ujwal. Fellow Toastmasters, I am here to install the officers of the Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. As a team, their collective challenge is to make the club strong and dedicated to helping people from all walks of life, to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and passionately lead to help many individuals. As they work toward Toastmaster International's club mission, each officer is obligated to attend club executive committee meetings, attend district-sponsored club officer training program, prepare a successor for his or her respective office. As I briefly described the challenges she or he would meet and the responsibilities she or he must fulfill, I request each officer to step forward, hold this gavel as a symbol of leadership and take the oath by saying,
I will. Club Sajanata. She has 18 plus years experience as skill development trainer with communication and leadership development, being 40 and creative copywriter. Her hobbies include reading books, dancing, cooking, traveling, writing, music, being my top priority on the list. As she reserved extrovert by nature and progressive thinker by mindset. A trained classical and Latin dancer, PGDBA in marketing, CLDB in being got the highest mark. Toastmaster Lata Nagar. Stand. I call Associate Club Sajanata. She's a BCom and interior design graduate from SBM-JC. She loves playing sports like badminton, basketball, cricket and table tennis. A day of hers is not complete without any workout. She is also a big time foodie, but at the same time very health conscious. She loves traveling. She is an adventurous person. Enjoy going on treks, playing adventure sports. She joined Toastmaster to become a confident person and a better speaker. Toastmaster Apurva TR. Please hold the gavel and step forward. As Sajanata, your responsibilities include arrange the meeting room, maintain club equipment in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, set up the room before the meeting begins, make sure that all relevant educational and PR materials are displayed, attend to special equipment needs, greet guests, help the president to make sure the meeting begins on time. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? Please respond, I will.
I will.
Thank you. Club Treasurer. His name is Sai Snehal Reddy. He studied PU in Joseph's and graduated in BCom Honors from Jain University and currently pursuing CA. In Toastmaster, he had been past president, VPE, VPM and VPPR of Mecon Communication Club. Have conducted speechcraft in Samastha Finance and club coach of BMS Legend. Conducted webinar for the district on how to conduct a hybrid meetings. He was also part of Go Green, Go Cycling, a movement which promoted cycling across Bangalore. Being from a city of startups, he pushed to stay on the edge to learn, grow and adapt to the latest developments that will help us, the clients, in the adequate possible way. Helped area and district contest, past president of Mecon. He is Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy. Associate Club Treasurer. He has completed BTech in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering from the National Institute of Technology, Rourkela in 2008. Since then, he has been working in Mecon Limited, Bangalore, which is a public sector unit under the Ministry of Steel, Government of India. He joined Mecon Communication Club in 2011. He was the president for the term January to July 2013. After that, he had taken the treasurer role. Toastmaster Sandeep. As a treasurer, your responsibilities include keep financial records and prepare the club budget. Announce when it is time for members to pay dues. Explain the due structure to members. Collect dues. Work with the secretary to ensure that the club submits dues on time to Toastmaster International World Headquarters. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Club secretary. She is an experienced technology professional. She is an electronics and communication engineer with a master's in computer science from Arizona State University. She enjoys reading, listening to music and playing the veena. Toastmaster Lakshmi Chandrasekhar, Associate Club Secretary. She is working as a data analyst, upskilling in machine language and AI. She likes to travel and to see new places. Her dream is to travel all over the world. She loves to go to the gym, weightlifting and Zumba. Her hobbies are reading novels related to motivational and fictional, playing and watching lawn tennis. She is Toastmaster Mazabin Akhtar. As a club secretary, your responsibilities include maintain an accurate membership roster, work with the treasurer to ensure that new member application and dues get to Toastmaster International World Quarters as soon as possible. Submit the new club officer list to Toastmaster International on time. Work with the treasurer to submit your club's semi-annual report and dues to Toastmaster International on time. Provide the club with the minutes of each meeting. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? Please respond, I will. Club President, Vice President, Public Relations. She is BE Electronics and Communication and MBA Marketing graduate. She is currently working as a Marketing Associate at AppTweak. She was the Area Director A2 for District 121 and the past PR Encore Chair for District 121. She is also a Charter President of BMS MBA Dhruva Toastmaster Club. Outstanding Toastmaster Award given in the year 2022. She is Toastmaster Sindhu State. As a Club Vice President Public Relations, your responsibilities include attract visitors to the club through free publicity, use a variety of means to promote the club and its members in as many mediums as possible, both online as well as offline. Enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcements, newsletters, emails, and articles that you submit for the district bulletin. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Thank you. Club Vice President Membership. She is a BCom graduate, currently pursuing Masters in Christ University. She is very passionate about the subject Sanskrit. She has completed all the professional exams in the subject. She loves baking and sketching. Adding to this, she is taking calligraphy classes. Toastmaster Saranya Prashanth, Associate Club Vice President Membership. She finished her schooling at Prarthana School. She is a BCom graduate, passionate about Mandala art. It lets her be creative. Engaging in music and dance serves as his therapeutic escape. Love watching sunsets. In addition to these, she has been keen interest towards leadership. Toastmaster Pavani. As a club vice president membership, your responsibilities include lead the club members building efforts, help members with any requirement during their journey, listen to their grievances, and provide emotional support if need be. While the VP of PR motivates people to visit your club, you motivate the current members to invite guests. Promptly give new member applications and dues to the secretary and the treasurer. Personally greet guests and provide them with membership application. Make sure each guest hears about the benefits of Toastmaster and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Club Vice President Education. He is an MCom graduate from Jain University, currently pursuing US CPA. As a straightforward and a curious person, he would describe himself as a passionate quizzer and gaming enthusiast who has also been known as Mecon Communication Club on Truecaller for the past 6 months. Toastmaster Shiv Prasad Sarma. As Club Vice President Education, your responsibilities include gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves, assure that club members are aware of the schedule of the meeting roles, plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their individual goals, work with club members to keep meetings fun and well run, ensure all members adapt to pathways, work with your members, ensure that they submit their applications for educational awards promptly, represent your club at area and district council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the club president is unavailable. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Club president is a BCom graduate from Transcend Group of Institutions, currently pursuing MBA in Christ University. His hobbies are playing cricket, chess, badminton and dancing. Dance is his passion. He is a Western dancer. He has completed NLP foundation training and also certified yoga instructor from S. Vyasa, deemed to be university. He is Toastmaster Ujwal. As the president of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club, you are the chief executive officer. Thus, you preside at all club meetings and all meetings of the club executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club adds new members and meets the needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating and rewarding to its members. Realize that among resources available to your commitment is towards fellow club members, club executive committee, area director, division director, district 121 leaders and officers of Toastmaster International Headquarters. Toastmaster Ujwal, I hand this gavel to you. As a symbol of the power and authority that your club has given to you during your term of office, please use it wisely and with restraint. Remember, you are the member of your team as well as a leader. Your team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts and actions of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club which everyone will be proud of. Toastmaster Ujwal, as a member of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club as well as its leader, will you work with your executive committee and your club members to make this vibrant and rewarding club this term and help every individual with honesty, loyalty and empathy? Please respond.
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Dear members of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club, please rise from your seats. Your officer team has just pledged to serve you to the best of its ability. To be the best Toastmaster Club possible and to meet the needs of its all members, your club will need active participation from each of you. Do you as members pledge to work together with your officer team to make Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club the finest Toastmaster Club it can possibly be? Please respond, we will. Thank you. Please take your seats. By the authority vested in me as a area director of District 121, it is my pleasure to declare these Toastmaster officers installed in their respective offices. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the executive team of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club for the term January 1st, 2024 through January 30th, 2024.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Prabhudevan, for that wonderful installation ceremony. It is my utmost pleasure to introduce our young and dynamic president of the term. I am sure you all too are looking forward to hear from him. He is a BCom graduate from Transcend Group of Institution, currently pursuing his MBA at Christ University. His hobbies are playing cricket, chess, and badminton. Dance is his passion, particularly Western style. He has completed NLP Foundation training and is a certified yoga instructor from S. Vyasa, deemed to be university. Put your hands together and let us hear for the President Ujwal.
One fine day, in the evening, a man calls his son and says, "Come fast to my office, we'll be going somewhere." With all the excitement, the boy goes to his father's office, and guess what? It was Christmas time, and his father took him to a place which was filled with decorations and lightings all around. They arrived at the location and they just entered the room and sat, where some random person who was on the stage, he was introducing the other person, and he called him as the table topics master. The boy, who was completely lost, thought that the table topic master was the son of the person who was introducing him on the stage. So that's why the person was so happy to introduce his son to come up on the stage. Here, the man and his son who had just arrived are none other than my father and myself. Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi, for such a lovely introduction. A very happy evening to all the fellow Toastmasters, my dignitaries, and my esteemed guests. That was the first time ever I attended the Toastmasters meeting, and I was completely lost. After a few days, I was fortunately having a conversation with my principal, Siddharth sir, and I was just discussing about the Toastmasters. The moment he heard the word Toastmasters, he just said me one thing, that is Mecon Communication Club. So without wasting any further time, me and my father rushed to our meeting, and I happened to witness that day an amazing person's presidential address, and it was none other than Toastmaster Shriram. Oh my God, that was the day I decided that I will be the president of this Mecon Communication Club one day. And post 4 years from then, I am here today as a president, standing before you all as a And let me tell you, all this was possible only because of the pandemic. Yes, you heard it right. It was during the pandemic that most of my learnings happened. I used to watch each week's recording, just like watching the Netflix series, which helped me to take up more roles week after week, which also helped me to take up more MTG roles, TabG roles, which helped me to take up the more roles each week. And then this COVID helped me a lot, and it went to an extent where I was able to attend different club meetings, taking up many roles over there. I even attending the demo meetings, delivering speeches over there. It was just amazing, and this all gave me much more confidence to it. And throughout my journey so far, my guiding light was DTM K Prabhakara and DTM U Bhat. And how can I miss my helping hand, Toastmasters Sai Snehal, where without his initial push and his help, I wouldn't have come up this far in my leadership journey. So I started my leadership journey as a surgeon at ATMS, then became the secretary, then associate VPPR for the entire 1 year, then as a VPM, and finally as a VPE. I was able to manage all these leadership roles only because of DTM Udanka and my senior Toastmaster Gaurav, where they were just one call away for me for handling those leadership doubts. Last but not the least, I would like to personally thank our humorous king of our club, Toastmaster Shiva, for being the support system for me throughout the journey so far, and as the VPE in the future as well. So these were the people who made me whom I am today. And of course, not to forget my father. Thank you, Appa, for giving me this amazing journey. But here is a special thanks to someone who used to help me a lot and who used to work for this club even before joining. And this person is none other than Toastmaster Pavani, where she used to give me ideas to craft the speeches, where I had taken up the initial roles of Sergeant at ATMS. So she was the person who used to give me the ideas, and then till today she is the proofreader for all my speeches, and absolutely even today for this presidential address she was a proofreader as well. Well, with this, I would like to congratulate the outgoing president, Toastmaster Balaji, where always for giving us that humorous spill every time we were behind the lectern. And I would also like to congratulate the outgoing EC team for completing their term successfully. I believe to achieve something in life, there should always be a plan for the future. Accordingly, we do have certain goals and plans for the next term, and I request DTM Udanka to share the PPT. Coming to the goal. Sorry, sir. Sorry? Coming to the goals for the next term, currently we do have a very serious challenge in our club, that is the ending time of our meeting. It is going beyond the time limit, and OMG, I wanted to tell you this. After every day's Mecon's Monday meeting, when I go back to my home, I see my mother, her angry face. She'll be out, and then she is waiting for me throughout the night over there. So so this is the first challenge which we are going to focus, and I would say already me and Toastmaster Shiva have already come up with alternative solution for this, and then it will be put up in the future meetings. Moving on, since we have so many new members joining our club, and also for all our members, we are planning to have 2 educational sessions, and thanks to Toastmasters industry for already making our work simple by getting the contact numbers of the speakers for the educational session in yesterday's club officers training program. And I just want to thank Toastmasters Sindhu for helping me throughout my VP journey for those end minute adjustments and then guidance she has given it to me so far. And as you all know, this term it's the contest season, so we'll be going to have the contest somewhere in the mid-February or at the end of the February. So This is one thing, and then we are also planning to keep the special meetings like all DTM meet and the linkers meet as well. Again, thanks to Toastmasters Sindhu, where we have already got 2 leads, where 2 clubs who are planning to have linkers meet with our club. For those of you all who are not aware of the linkers meet, it is a joint meeting where our club will be together with the respective club over there, and then I guarantee you it will be a fun-filled session. And as the outgoing president Toastmaster Balaji mentioned that we have 8 DCB points right now, and I appreciate the outgoing executive committee for making our task very simple, where now our target is to set to achieve the 10 DCB points by taking those necessary educational projects. And our ultimate goal is to get the Hall of Fame award. As you all know, this award is divided into 3 categories: Hall of Fame Gold, Silver, and then Bronze. So based on the number of points each club gets. So last year we had got the Hall of Fame Bronze, and this time we are giving all, and then we are going to give our best. We'll be getting the Hall of Fame Gold. And most importantly, at the end of this term, we are planning for a club outing as well. So these were my goals and the plans for the coming term. So my dear Meconians, we all need your cooperation towards achieving these goals. So let us together learn and then help each other and then utilize this opportunity. What made me join this club is the legacy it brings from its past 25 years, having a mixed proportion of individuals from the age of 18 plus to the age of 75 plus, which makes this club stand out from where it is. It gives us an opportunity to get the perspectives of each and everyone out there. It may be from the younger generation till the older generation. It's a proud moment for me to stand here as the president of one of the 4th oldest clubs in India, which has created so much impact for so many members. So all I wanted to say is, let us all learn and grow by helping each to achieve those individual and then club goals as a Meconians as a whole. With the brilliant team of EC committee, and then I'm sure that we will do our best by holding the Mecon flag flying high all the time, and will make this a successful one. With this, I hand over the charge back to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you, President Ujwal, and we are all glad to welcome you, the new committee members, and look forward for the new term with much enthusiasm. Before we continue further, let us have a short networking break of 10 minutes, and it will help us to multiply our zest to cheer our achievements which we are going to talk about. So the break has become much shorter. It is 5 minutes break. Welcome back, and I'm sure, are we all present here?
Yes.
So welcome back, and I'm sure we all have regained our energy. With each member highly energetic, I'm sure 5 minutes of networking break was good enough. So let us begin with the most awaited and exciting session, the table topic session. And today's table topic master is a director at Logos IMS, a managed IT service company. Though a foodie, he is into fitness, a marathon runner, practices yoga, and his favorite sport is Formula 1. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome the charming table topic master, Toastmaster Prashanth.
Toastmasters and welcome guests. Good evening. So, table topic session is also called an impromptu speech session, wherein given a topic, the speaker is supposed to think on their feet and speak for about a minute to two. So, without further ado, let's begin with our first topic. So, the first topic is, with US-China conflict and lot of geopolitical issues, what steps should India take to boost manufacturing and trade? I repeat, with US-China conflict and lot of geopolitical crisis, what steps should India take to boost manufacturing and trade? This topic goes to DTM Prabhakara.
Mr. Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. It's a geopolitics kind of thing that I'm not in no position as Toastmasters to influence. But I can bring some kind of an understanding of what is happening. When there is a conflict involving US or now China, it is the US influence is getting disturbed. Influence, US is driven by business and the big business, whether it's arms or any other technology. The low end of the business used to be given to China. China picked it up. The low end is less skill involvement, low, not much of a quality. That kind of thing is the one from which they started. China, when it was made most favored nation by US in 1974, it was kind of given that opportunity where US per hour labor charge was very high compared to all other countries. So they found a way out of that in China. So low skill, low kind of low end quality type of product, Chinese started manufacturing and US used to get it cheap. But today it is different. China has picked up and moved from low end skilled tools or kind of items to the high end ones, and that has disrupted the equilibrium that US used to have with China, and they are almost challenging it. That it's, you challenge a big man, you are not going to be sleeping peacefully. Either the big man or the small, both are going to be in trouble. So India's role comes in here is that the money being spent in China by big business from US is being shifted elsewhere in the world, and that is where we have our bread and butter in putting it in place with respect to those big investors, and that's where our growth is likely to come up. And India is blessed with something else, that is we have big market of our own, and if combine these two, the 7.5% growth that is being talked today, it will not only sustain, we may even go up to a world record of 8.5 or 9%, and we will be, instead of 5 trillion economy, we may in a few years from now, we may be 7 trillion economy, but we will not be able to challenge China or US from their position. We will not be able to dislodge, but we will have our own niche where our voice will be heard and taken seriously enough by these two big countries. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, DTM AKP sir, for the great insights. So now we move on to the second topic. Why do India's rich grow richer, poor poorer? Why do India's rich grow richer and poor poorer? This topic goes to DTM U Bhat.
Mr. Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Rich growing richer, poorer becoming poorer. There is a cry not only in India but throughout the world. if you go to study the economics of any country for that matter, for the last 50 years or last 100 years, what really happens is, when opportunities are available, people will go more for entrepreneurship, more for industries, everything happening, by which the richer getting definitely the pie. The one part of the best quality of money is always money makes more money. So obviously, when the industrialists are putting up more industries, they will become richer in proportion to the poorer people around. It doesn't mean that poorer are becoming poorer. Poorer are becoming richer, but relatively they are becoming poorer in the scale of things. But India, same thing is happening in India. The leftists, I should not enter the role of, I think there is no parliamentarian today, but whatever it is. But be that as it may, there is a hue and cry, is a very powerful tool in the hands of opposition to say that poor people are becoming poorer. But if you see the statistics for last 10 years or 15 years, you will find that people have become richer. At least 98% of the people have come out of the poverty line in India. So where is the question of poorer becoming poorer? No. They have become richer, they have become self-sufficient. But relatively, some Adani or some Mukesh Ambani might have become richer. But that is how the economy works. So we should be accepting it as a matter of fact, and there is nothing to crib about it. That's my take on that. Back to you.
Thank you, BDM U Bhat sir, for that great insights. So we move on to the third topic. Best book that you have read in 2023 and why you think it is interesting. Best book you have read in 2023 and why you feel interesting about it. This topic goes to Toastmaster Vijay Upendra.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Good evening, Toastmasters. Welcome guests. The book I read is Bhagavatam, which is related to our own culture. Due to English education I had throughout, I was not in touch with our own cultural aspect of it. I was missing something. What is that I was missing? The cultural means inside aspect of it. Environment and culture plays a vital role in everybody's life. What is that we are missing? We need to identify and work on it inside. That's what the culture is all about. I found a lot of cultural aspects which are very important as far as today's new generation is concerned. We are concentrating on chasing many things outside externally. Internally, what is really happening? Look at our own life today. Our concentration level has come down drastically. 7 minutes talk, people are not able to withstand. 10 minutes talk, they don't have the concentration. Now, what is that we are going to do next? Unless we travel inside, know exactly where we need to correct ourselves. This is very, very important. Unless we have our own touch with the roots. What is that? Just blindly following the West, importing from West, thinking that everything is best in the West. No. If you go with the harsh reality of USA, many of them are living in car. Car happens to be the house or home, whatever you call it as. That level of thing has not come in India because we have communities, we have good brought up of family situation, and as such we are much better because we have books like Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Ramayana. It is nothing to do with religion, it is way of life. So it's always better go back, understand exactly what our previous generations have done and lived better. It's always go to the roots, understand yourself, bring a bridge between what is required to the external world so that you will be a better person. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra. We move on to the fourth topic. Cybercrime has increased by almost 43% last year. cybercrime has increased by 43% last year. That's a whooping number. Your take on this? This topic goes to Toastmaster Ajay.
Cyber crime has increased almost 40% in the last year. That's a good thing, right? People are committing crimes on a computer rather than in person. If crimes are going up somewhere, they say there's balance in the world thanks to our glorious books like Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana and Bhagavatam. There is a balance in everything. So crime also, it can't be that cyber crime is going up 100%, 200%, 500%. In-person crime is also going up 100%, 200%, 500%. Criminals also have limited time. Correct? So if they are committing crime on a computer, they are not on the streets. So we have to choose. Is cyber crime more dangerous, or what is the opposite of in-person crime? In-person, online, offline crime. Online crime, offline crime. Thank you. So, I mean, what is better? What is the general opinion is? Online crime better or offline crime better? Hybrid. We have some marketing agents who have a way of...
Both are good for the criminals.
Both are good for the criminals, especially the marketing criminals. So I believe, well, there's some sense in, in just what I spoke, just a little, very little bit of it. Cyber crime going up is a true sign of the future. Like everything's going online. We have deep fakes. We have everything's moving online. Crime is also moving online. Thanks to crime happening online, there are companies that are giving employment to lakhs of people, including myself. I work for a cybersecurity company in their learning team. So there is employment being created because of cyber crime. And because it's going up 40%, next year the projected rate is 45%, we are increasing hiring in my company. So through which we are also creating employment. So my take on that is, it's fantastic. Bring it up. Back to you.
Thank you, Ajay, for sharing your views. So now we move on to the last topic of today's session. Most of the cities in India, the pollution level is almost 3 to 4 times than the limit set by WHO. If you are given a chance, which city, which place do you would like to move? This topic goes to Toastmaster Shriram.
Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and thanks a lot for the topic. Well, when we go about thinking of why WHO gives a report and says it's more like 2 times more than what it is to be, it's generic. Everybody in the country is making money. So when everyone is actually making money, that means to say they want to buy lavish vehicles and they want to walk around. Okay, one home does not want to satisfy themselves with 1 vehicle, but they want to go with 2, 3 cars and 3 bikes. Okay, change the exhaust, everything. Why is that happening? It's basic knowledge that every single one of us have to have, is that how to create that kind of a learning atmosphere within the country rather than actually buying 6 cars where there are only 4 people in the house. Does a 2-year-old kid need a car? No, but he needs a driver. Right? This is what we lack. What we got to do at this point in time is to educate people in and around you, to tell them, guys, let's just stop this kind of a concept. We got to cap the number of vehicles. We keep all those antique vehicles. At the same time, we have all those new gen vehicles which are coming in, the new bikes and everything. Why is the government not taking action for all the exhaust chains and all the 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers? Is it a bit slow? Yes, the government itself is a bit slow. Do we have a right check over what is happening in the country? No, we don't. What are we up to? We don't know. What are we up to? Getting international people to come set up their factories here, increase the production rate in the next 10 years to make this a global economy. Wow, amazing. But did you actually think about the country's fate in the next 10 years? Where people are going to be? You get down in Delhi's airport and just step out of the airport, what you go through is not the normal smoke, it's smog. Do you want to really live in a place like this? Better educate each other. Thanks, and back to the table talk.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shriram, for that brilliant take. With this, I'd like to conclude and hand over the thing to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashanth. That was a very interesting table topic session, and I'm sure we all agree with it. Here at Toastmasters, we have various prospects to develop multiple skills. One of them is writing skills. We shall now release the highly anticipated club's newsletter, and for this we have our young, radiant person, the BPPR. She is a BCom graduate, engages in music and dance for her therapy, loves watching sunset, and is passionate about mandala arts as it lets her creative be. Let's hear it for Toastmaster Pavani.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Toastmaster Jyothi. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dignitaries, and esteemed guests. I stand before you today with immense pleasure and gratitude, having completed my 6 months of journey as a VPPR. As a VPPR, firstly, I would like to tell you about my learnings or takeaways from throughout this journey. As a VPPR, I learned and embraced VPPR: vision, presentation, practice, and result. Thank you. Vision means goal. Vision is one thing that helped me to be consistent. Without vision, I think it would not be possible for me to have traveled this far. So my vision for the past 6 months was very simple. Attempt all the possible ways that you can to promote your club, fulfill all the criteria a VPPR should be doing without missing out on anything. Be it creating newsletters, attempting poster making contests, or creating the daily posters, or even promoting your club through social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And next comes the presentation. How well you can present or how well you can express yourself. I learned whatever you may be creating, make sure that you do it in a neat manner, a well-defined manner. Every minute details matter. The placement of the logo, the brand colors, the alignment, positioning of the articles, spacing, and so many things. Every detail matters. The other P stands for practice. It's very simple. Consistency is the key role here. The more you create, the more creative you will be. And I am sure that next week I'll be looking at the theme and thinking what poster I can make or what picture I can add for this theme. Lastly, the result. By having a vision with a great presentation and practice, you can expect the result. Of course, the journey was not smooth always. I did face a lot of ups and downs. Like last time, we didn't have the pro account for Canva this time, and which definitely makes a lot of difference. The 25-year anniversary newsletter was very new to most of us here, and it was new to me also. And also coming to the editing of YouTube, adding the timestamps, everything were new. But all that matters is, did you enjoy your journey? Did it bring you happiness? So coming to the results, we did have our Instagram page hitting its first milestone of 1K followers and its followers growing by 18%, and I think I'm happy with this achievement. And our YouTube channel has neared almost 25,000 views so far. I felt very happy when so many guests came up to me and told that I got to know about the club through Instagram or any social media platform. And yeah, I'm glad that they were here. And I'm immensely grateful, and I would like to express my gratitude to the incredible individuals who played a major role in this successful journey. Starting off with the ex-VPPR Toastmaster Shiva Prasad, who was a constant source of support. For any doubt I had, I just used to call him, "Hello Shiva, I have a doubt." And he was there whenever I needed. I would like to thank him for supporting me, clearing all my doubts, being a proofreader for all my newsletters, and being a truly inspiring leader. Thank you, Shiva. Next, I would like to thank DTM K Prabhakara. Here, I would want to tell you all that the 25-year anniversary newsletter, as I mentioned, it was new to all of us here, and I didn't know what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. But DTM K Prabhakara guided me, which was truly a great learning in itself. And I got to learn so much from you, sir. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to thank Toastmaster Sai Snehal and DTM Udanka for their valuable insights that they have given me, which added so much depth and value. Thank you. Lastly, my editorial team, without whom the journey would be incomplete. Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Ujwal, Toastmaster Lakshmi, and Toastmaster Sharani. And can we have a huge applause for them? It was a wonderful term, and now it's time to release the newsletter, and I would like to welcome a few dignitaries onto the stage to help me with the same. Firstly, our president, outgoing president, Toastmaster Balaji. Next, DTM K Prabhakara. Next, Sir DTM U Bhat. Next, can we have our district PRM DTM Udanka? Next, can we have our area director Toastmaster Vijay Upendra?
Before and after.
Thank you, everyone. With this, I hand over the charge back to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pavani. I'm sure the expressions are great. And now it's time. It's time to cheer. It's time to cheer for the award winners. I now request the outgoing Toastmaster, the outgoing President, Toastmaster Balaji, to hand over the awards for the term July to December 2023.
I think my goal for this term would be to prove Jyothi wrong. Meanwhile, how many of you are excited for dinner? You had your snacks? Tea? Tea was it? Biscuits, yes. Snacks. Okay, so let's start off. Maximum tap G role takers for the last term. One request. All these award winners have really worked hard to win this. So let's give a nice round of applause for each one of them. Maximum tap G role taking. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Abhiman and Toastmaster Chetan. Maximum MTG role taking, of course, no prizes for guessing. Toastmaster Sindhu Shri. Let's look at the best Toastmasters for the month. For the month of July, Toastmaster Jyothi. For the month of August, Toastmaster Raja. Let's give it up for him. Watch the video. For the month of September, Toastmaster Apurva. For the month of October, DTM Udanka. For the month of November, Toastmaster Mahjabi. And for the month of December, let's bring the photographer on stage, Toastmaster Gaurav. And for the best newcomer? Any guesses for the best newcomer? Toastmaster Apurva. In Bollywood, Alia Bhatt won it, and now. And now for the best role takers. Let's look at the best role taker, Tapji, Toastmaster Shriram. And for the best role taker, MTG, we have Toastmaster Shiva. For the best table topic speaker of the last 6 months and the past 25 years, DTM U Bhat. The best speaker, best evaluator, the evaluator of evaluators, DTM AKP, Toastmaster Shiva and Toastmaster Sharanya. Let's start with DTM K Prabhakara. Toastmaster Shiva. And Toastmaster Sharanya. The best speaker, the one who's taken up a lot of opportunities, because only when you take opportunities can you actually aim at winning it. Toastmaster Mehjabi. Best Toastmaster of last 6 months, the GOAT for the last 6 months. I mean, for the ones who don't get the reference, like greatest player of all time kind of a thing, right? So, any guesses?
Jyothi.
You're supposed to be out of the game. She's been calling everybody charming, but who's the one really charming? Toastmaster Jyothi. With that, thank you so much, and back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jyothi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. That was inspiring. And so here we are at the end of this wonderful, inspiring installation ceremony. My dear friends, the beginning has begun. Remember, there is no end. No end in gaining agility, adaptability, courage, commitment, and innovation, and plenty more. But before I conclude about what plenty more has remained, I have a surprise for all of you. Are you all looking forward to that surprise?
Yes.
Yes. Now I request DTM K Prabhakara to come to the lectern and to announce a great announcement for those few wonderful people, and he'll be handing over a surprise. So welcome to DTM K Prabhakara.
Usually, fellow Toastmasters, what happens in a club, especially installation, is that a new president takes over. The term ends for a previous term's president, and after that, you don't see him in the club. This is what happens. But there are presidents who stay back to contribute towards sustaining and holding the club together. And they make the difference, because role of a leader is to create more leaders. And in our club, there are such members who are past presidents, but still hold up the quality, they sustain everything that is right and create certain ambience. And I thought it's time we recognized such members, such past presidents, with a special award. This is a special ribbon I have brought, and it is from Toastmasters International. It's our original ribbon. I would like to present to each one of them. I'll call one by one. And first of them is, he's a very calm person. That's why he is a BCom graduate. That's why you will see a lot of BCom graduates, that calm. And he is pursuing MBA, and he has been called he's much more than what he is really introduced. They don't study what kind of a person he is. He is always introduced as, 24 times he has been introduced as dog lover. He's much more than that. And he takes it in his stride, and to the extent that finally he won a kind of speech contest because of the dog-loving nature. Let's welcome Gaurav Badri for holding this club to us. Person, if you notice, he's there unobtrusive. He doesn't take, he avoids spotlight, but he's there providing spotlight for everybody. Every week he started tentatively recording the meetings and in his own camera, and he started uploading it into YouTube. And I thought maybe he's doing it for whose sake. Maybe we didn't know, and I didn't know either. Nor I could guess. Then after some time, few years later, he started formalizing it, and he took it to a different level altogether. And the Toastmasters, if you see the manual, they will recommend, okay, you record, or you, what you call as, you can practice in front of a mirror. But if you do it in front of a mirror, you forget the line. So that kind of a complexity is there, but he started recording, and he was improvised to the extent that if you go to the particular YouTube, you can click by your name and you can observe yourself how you really perform behind the mic. And not only that, he is today, perhaps has given few educational talks, and he holds a quality, and he stands for that. And let's welcome for receiving this award, Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy. Kind of pipeline we establish for the Toastmasters to grow in the club. The pipeline starts from sergeant at arms. We see how the person is kind of proactive, and the leadership gradually gravitates towards them. But once sometimes it so happens that pipeline gets dry. Suddenly the person who is supposed to be in line for a president, he vanishes. For some reason, personal reason, there are people take over some job, then higher studies, there is a vacuum and no other person is ready to take over that. But at that time, we have to really go after the individuals to really inspire them, persuade them, but sometimes they don't fall in the trap at all. But this person really fell in trap and held the Toastmasters Club, our system, together for 6 months. She is a president of Inner Wheel Women's International Organization, and also she is a system postgraduate in system analyst, system management program, etc. You can add. And she is a science graduate. Let's welcome our past president, Lalana Murthy. She did a remarkable job, and she was at that time handling 2 different places, the position of influence, and somehow we took the job and she held it together. One more special mention. Let's give her a special round of applause. One person is all energy, enthusiasm, and he looks for some kind of a place to dissipate his energy. And he doesn't sit in one place. He has to be in the thick of the action. And if you are not bringing him, he will come. And that is something that you will notice when you meet him. And that's what really makes you wonder that is that kind of thing going to take him somewhere. Initially, I thought so. But now he has positioned himself everywhere because of that energy. He's wanted from nowhere to everywhere he can move. And that kind of a caliber he has developed, and he is a very early DTM. I think it's too early, I would say. So he didn't go through, I don't know what he did, but he became DTM. and he became, and that is true. But the speed with which he did is still something that you want to think about. But he did, and he is there everywhere. That's for you today. He is a district PRM, right? And let's welcome the special person, Udanka Arun Jain, DTM. One person, again there was vacuum. And we had to go around wondering what is going to happen next time. And there was some request, and somebody said that there is another high energy person, robust voice, some 700 odd meetings he has addressed, and you cannot miss him. And this kind of thing, finally, when we said that what will he do? He's already a Toastmaster elsewhere, but one thing is that his fluency, flawless way of delivering, and it gives the impression that it is all extempo. And not only that, he kind of increased the brand image of Mecon Communication Club, and he went on to win district championship as a runner-up, both in the international speech contest and evaluation contest. And you have seen whether it is 30 people or 300 people, his voice is there, and he really forces you to listen to you. That's our immediate past president, really immediate past president, Toastmaster A S Balaji. Yep, that's it. I think I have not missed one or two. I have missed one person. Today he is not available. That is Kumar Singh. I will hand it over to him when he is coming from the tour, office tour. And with that, I would like to hand over the control back to Toastmaster Jyothi Rao.
Thank you, DTM Prabhakara. I'm sure that was amazing sight to see those wonderful past presidents receiving that award. Let's give a big round of applause to all of them. I have thoroughly enjoyed this wonderful evening, every moment of it. I wish you all the success in the journey that never ends, for you to reach that endless realm of knowledge, wisdom and excellence. And with this, I call upon our immediate president, Ujwal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi, for conducting such a wonderful MC session. One thing I want to tell about Jyothi ma'am is that last week I had asked her for the MCing session for this installation ceremony, and she was not able to believe this, and then she asked me so many times that, did you really ask me or some other person? And today she is here delivering our MCing session without flawless, I would say. And I would like to thank our table topic master, Toastmaster Prashanth, for conducting such a wonderful session. It was a crisp and then wonderful, I would say. And I really want to thank Toastmaster Chetan for being the timer and then taking note of the time throughout this installation ceremony. With this, I would like to thank all the members for being present here and enjoying this installation ceremony. So before we end this session, we have a dinner arranged in the downstairs, so everyone can come out over there. And then before I close the meeting, I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.